Welcome. Today, I bring to you the topic of the swivel chair. Untalked of, but one of the best innovations in humankind. Please sit back and listen and swivel in your chair during this 4.5 minute glaze about swiveling chairs. I'll briefly go over some of the history, design process, values, and successes and failures of the swivel. So, if you've ever wondered where it has originated from, you can thank the United States' third president for that. Yes, that's right. The reputed inventor of the swivel chair is Thomas Jefferson. Innovated from an antique Windsor chair, Jefferson cracked that baby open, slapped on an iron spindle, and made it spin. Dated to about 1775, he pivoted the United States into freedom while spinning dizzy, signing numerous documents, all for the culmination towards the Declaration of Independence. Not only is he a founding father and third president of the United States, now added onto that list of great accomplishments and feats, you can call him the founder of the humble office chair. Some might claim that earlier inventions have been made, such as in 1505 by Colbert, but generally, most people attribute its invention to Jefferson. Jefferson's chair resembles three clear values: comfortability, efficiency, and effortlessness. Sources say that Jefferson created his chair to make work more functional and efficient, allowing seamless transition between his desk and documents. Nowadays, the main people who are constantly going through circles of design are furniture designers and ergonomic specialists. They have to first design their process thinking in the bridge of execution, and then judge their work thinking in the bridge of evaluation, and on in that wheel of swiveling chairs. The two closely tied fields probably bounce ideas between one another using the design/brainstorming process. Thinking of, office workers work on hours on end in uncomfortable chairs, building pent-up energy. How might designers change chairs to accommodate for office workers' pent-up energy? What if chairs had cushions, so they aren't sitting on something uncomfortable? Or if the chairs weren't stationary, so the workers can swivel and wiggle around to decrease energy? Then, designers would make different proof of concepts to see which might be most comfortable. Finally, designers set their chairs onto the world and gain feedback from consumers. And then 6 months later, they change their design to make more money. I mean, what? Obviously, they make a new one because it's more efficient and would help the consumers better. When designing, they probably think of the social and economical impacts of their chair. In social settings, when someone comes up behind you, you don't want to have to awkwardly turn around in a stationary chair. Why don't you just swivel? Or economically, when working long nights, you don't want to waste effort in places unneeded. The swivel chair is ready and reliable, easy and efficient, and quick and convenient. Why don't you just swivel? Now, thinking of successes, going back to pent-up energy, and as a pretty hyperactive person myself, swiveling is a great way to release energy and keep my mind on task. In fact, this is part of flow. Are you ever working on a late night assignment that's due that night, and you just start typing away, going into a flow state? Definitely not this assignment. Can you imagine if you are going to grab one of your needed papers, but you bump into the armrest of your chair? That would definitely break your concentration. But you need not worry if you had a swivel chair. The chair moves with you, and you are able to complete your assignment. The action is mindless, intuitive, but that's what makes it great. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks like this. I mean, look at the sales and reviews. Even the cheapest chairs have some pretty good reviews. Although the swivel chair is good, it has some potential drawbacks. I mean, I can imagine one myself. I'm only in college right now, but I can imagine a day where I am in the lab, pipetting dangerous chemicals, hands sweaty, and as I go to release the chemicals, the chair moves out from under me, spilling the whole container, and everything explodes. Definitely not something you want to happen to you. So perhaps swivel chairs need a locking mechanism for when the swivel of the chair is unneeded or even possibly detrimental. Still, there are way more benefits to using them than the drawbacks. They are the unsung hero of all white collars. Thank you all for listening to this, and as attribution, thank you SlidesGo for the presentation template.